All right, welcome, welcome, welcome to our Let's Get Digital. This is our last one, and we're covering Flipgrid. Okay, it is also now known as Flip. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lakeisha Pound Smith. I'm your EdTech instructional coach, and today, once again, we'll be covering Flipgrid. Okay, and once again, I still call it Flipgrid because I used it kind of when it was first out, and a lot of people do still call it Flipgrid, but it is actually called Flip. This presentation is available to you. So once you click on the presentation link, these slides will open up, and it's actually going to walk you through all the different parts of Flipgrid. Okay, so we'll start by talking about just a little bit about what Flipgrid is in case you didn't know what it is. It is a video-based discussion and collaboration platform for teachers and students, and so it allows your students to record and share their thoughts and encourages them to engage in meaningful conversations. It also gives them some multimedia things that they can create and things of that sort. So it can be used in several different ways. I used it as an English teacher. I know it's super helpful for our TELPAS kiddos and things like that of that sort. So Flipgrid is really super helpful. So I'm going to spend some time demoing this a little bit for you today, but I did want to point out in the slides that I have provided for you, it takes you through setting up your account, creating a group, adding members to your group, all the different things that you really need to know, including how to create videos and then also how to use Flipgrid in your classroom. And I've provided several links for you in regards to how to use this in your classroom in case you need extra ideas. So let's take a look at the actual platform. So I've already created an account, I've already signed in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you briefly how you create a group. It's really super simple. You come over here to where it says group, and you click create a group, and then you can click classroom, club, organization, whatever it is that you want to do. I'm going to pick professional development, and from there you enter the name of your group. I'm just going to call it test group, and then down here what you'll see will pop up, there you go, are different options for your little banner background. And so you can choose whatever background you want. You can also upload a custom background, and then you're going to click create. So for the purpose of today, I've already created a group. And just so you know, groups are basically just like little classes, same thing as like a Google Classroom, but it's like a Flipgrid group instead. So for the purpose of today, I've already created a group and I've called it demo. I selected this background. Now, how do you add people to your group? That is a great and excellent question. What you're going to do is you can either send them to Flipgrid and give them the join code, but I like this option. You can actually click up at the top, click invite, and then you can copy this link and give it to them directly. So that way, when they click into the link, they automatically join your group or your quote unquote classroom, right? And then you can actually have it to where it's only shared with anyone with the link or only the people you approve. So that way, if you have to post your link in a kind of public place, maybe you want to approve the people before they can get into the classroom. There's also different invite options. If you click more invite options, you have Google Classroom, you have invite by email, and then you can also add the usernames yourself. So there's various ways to add people to your group. So once you have people in your group and you have your assignments that you want to do, one of the things I want to point out is that once you create your group, though, is that it gives you these default assignments. Normally, I like to delete these because the people in your group will see these, right? And immediately they might want to respond to them and things like that. But if you don't need these, normally you just want to come over here and make sure you delete the topic. Okay, those are the default ones. So I created this one right here, and I'll show you how I did that. I came over here to this little pink plus sign where it says add topic, right? And then here you'll type in whatever it is that you want to talk about. Let's say we're talking about test or testing or whatever the case may be. And then you can add different media to this. You can record a video, you can import an image, you can add a Bitmoji GIF sticker, you can upload a video, you can link a video, or you can just add an attachment. So there's different things you can do there as well. I always like to add a description. especially if you're using this in the classroom settings, because the kids, when they open this up, they don't exactly know what to do, right? So you want to make sure that you give them some sort of instructions to go along with Flipgrid, right? So not only just giving them the title of the topic, make sure you give them some sort of instructions. So you can do that by typing that into the description, okay? Last little thing that you can do here is to also set the recording time. In Flipgrid, they have up to 10 minutes that they can record something. So maybe if you were having your students do like a documentary of sorts, right, you would want to set it all the way up to 10 minutes. If it's a quick response, you want to make sure you kind of keep it 1 minute and 30 seconds or under, okay, for just really quick responses. After you've selected your time, you've given your description, you will make sure you create the topic. So I'm going to go ahead and go to one of the topics I already created. I created this one right here called test. Now, there's a few different ways the students can respond, right? So when they go into their Flipgrid, they have the ability to just click right here and start recording. What I would encourage your students to do is to actually click on a subject, because once they do that, they can actually see your instructions, right? If they just click on the little camera icon when they're getting started, it's just going to take them straight to the camera. So you can see here, I have some instructions, and then I also uploaded an image, a reference document for them. And so the instructions I posted were respond to the prompt we discussed in class. So maybe they already have that in front of them. I just wanted to create this opportunity for them and give notes. Okay. From here, you can also see that 2 students, which are just myself, have already posted their responses here. I do always suggest as well that you create some sort of example or exemplar for your students, because sometimes they just don't know how to respond, especially in video form. So those are options as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click record so we can just look at a few of the features. You may notice on your end in the Flipgrid screen, it's lagging a little bit, and it's just because I'm recording and then I'm on another recording platform. Here, it'll start off with your no background, as you can see, but you can click this little icon. It actually looks like a save button to me, but it's not. It's a backdrop icon, and I can choose to blur my background. I can also use another screen as my background. So I'm going to choose my little Flipgrid screen. And now you can see my Flipgrid screen behind me. Okay. Or you can choose an image, and I'll show you what that looks like as well. So this is a still image. If I were to keep it on the other one, the document, it would actually be the students would be able to see like everything move behind them. They can actually navigate through their PowerPoint or through whatever website they were on as normal. So what's cool about this though is that I can also change the way that I look on it. So I can move it left, I can move myself to the right, and then you can still see all the documents right there. Right? And then I can move myself back to the center. I can also, over here, I can add text, and they have different text boxes and text fonts and things like that you can add in. Just gonna type hello. And then once you click off of it, you can drag it wherever you want it to go. Let's say I want it over here. I can also draw. If I want to draw, I can add a GIF. Let's say I want to add a GIF about being digital. Gonna just pull this plant out just for the purpose of this. All right, so now I could be doing this whole recording with like a GIF going with extra stuff in my background. I could really make this a whole video production if I really wanted to. And then just to start the recording, just so you know, you would actually click this button. It gives you a little countdown, and then you can do whatever you want to do. What you will notice is that on my screen, I can still add in other things at the same time. So a lot of people don't really realize that there's other parts to this. What's really cool is that the kids can also use this as a podcast platform. So you could see right now that as I'm talking, it's picking up my voice. And then to actually record what I'm saying, all I have to do is click the record button, and it will continue recording everything that I'm saying. The create area is a little different, and it's real simple. Basically, it takes away all the the video and the audio, and it just creates a space where you can actually just create different things, right? So if they wanted to create like an introduction slide, something like that, that's what they would use this for. And then once you click this little circle button right here, it will actually create a screenshot of that, and that becomes a part of your video as well, right? And then whenever the students are done, they'll just click next, and then they'll it's going to open up different options for them. Before I click next though, I also wanted to show you that you can upload a clip as well. So if you need to include some material that was already created, you can upload that as well. Okay. Once you click next, it's going to process the video, and it will automatically play back the video. Okay. What's also really cool about this is that it teaches them some editing skills as well. They can split the video. They can click on it and drag this bar to cut out some pieces as well. So there's just different things they can do. Once they're done, they'll hit confirm, and then next. Then they can caption it, whatever they want to caption it. I'll just type in something random and then post a topic. And once they do that, they'll have other sharing options that pop up as well. They can download it, they can send it somewhere, they can do all the things. So I've used this myself as a classroom teacher as well, and the kids really did enjoy it. Even my shy kiddos who don't really, they were like, I don't want my face to show. They put like a piece of paper over their camera, which was kind of funny. This also works on mobile devices, so that's also a really good thing. If you have kiddos who actually use their phones, then this is something they can actually utilize on their phone. They can create their own little video at home and do all the things. So it works on Chromebooks, works on phones, works on multiple devices. So you see that there's different ways for me to share now. So thank you so much for joining me today. That is all that I have. If you have questions, you can stay on. But other than that, thank you so much. Have a great and amazing day, y'all.